making it so hard.
Because they're hiding it.
Yeah, they're removing everything off of all the sites.
Sorry. Nope.
First Amendment. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of assembly, and freedom of petition.
Good morning.
Congress shall make no law
We have Axolotl
establishments of religion
giving us the First Amendment.
prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Just in case you forgot. Second Amendment. Right to bear arms. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Good morning.
Since you love that one. Third Amendment. Quartering of soldiers. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in
One
time of
amendment
war,
I never thought I'd have
but
to
in
worry
a manner
about,
to be
but
prescribed
now
by
apparently
law.
I do.
Nope, it's a pink axolotl.
Fourth Amendment. Search and seizure. The right of the people to be secure in their person, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation,
Good
and
morning.
particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Just in case you forgot. Fifth Amendment.
Good morning, Music
Grand
Man.
jury, double jeopardy, self-incrimination, due process, and taking. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of
Good
a
morning,
grand jury,
Teresa.
except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation.
Good morning, all. The axolotl's
Amendment.
reading the
Right to speedy trial
Constitution.
by jury, witnesses, and counsel. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
We're getting a Constitution
Seventh
reading
Amendment. Jury trial
by
is
the
civil
axolotl.
lawsuits, because this is a civil offense. In suit of common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law.
It's a pink axolotl, not a dragon.
Eighth Amendment. Excessive fines, cruel and unusual punishment, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. And the Constitution does not end at U.S. citizens. It applies to everybody on American soil, just in case you forgot. That is why we received the Statue of Liberty as a gift. Thank you. Ninth Amendment. Non-enumerated rights retained by people. Because this is the people's land, just so you know. It's not the government's land.
Good morning, Big Chief.
Our land.
We're having axolotl read the Constitution amendments.
The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people.
I'm like absolutely baffled right now. Like the longer it goes on of me standing here and there not being like, 50 people trying to storm a building.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on the internet that I had to drive 12 hours here to come find this out?
This gentleman's from New York.
Drive 12 hours here to come
Rights
find out that
reserved to
this is
states
just
or people.
local.
Because we are the
local.
people, you know?
Like I'm I came from 12 hours away. Everyone I met last night, the furthest they came was like an hour.
The power not delegated to the United States by the Constitution.
No, it's not
nor
Jessica.
prohibited
Jessica's back in Los
by it
Angeles.
to the states, are reserved to the states respectively.
I don't know where she
or
went to
the
have that gas
people.
mask on. I'm confused because it wasn't used out here at Broadview.
I thought that was giant Jenga for a second. I got so excited.
States against states. This is the 11th Amendment. The judicial power of
She's
the
trying to
United
read it.
States shall not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state, or by citizens or subjects of any foreign state, like Texas.
I'm going to walk across the street so I can talk to you guys while she's reading this. The axolotls, bringing the truth right out of the Constitution. Welcome in. Good morning, everybody. I'm back out here on a sunny day. There's not a cloud so far in the sky. Much different than it was yesterday. Sorry I left early, but my feet were soaked. It was cold, it was rainy, and there really wasn't anything going on out here at all. So they did take the fence down yesterday. I did hear this morning from the governor's office that they've decided to extend this all the way until December. So I suppose I'm going to be out here till December. Welcome in all. We still have 7 police cars here, state police. I don't know, there might be 1 sheriff. I can see agents relaxing, standing outside, and the Bearcat, Bobcat, some kind of cat truck is still down there. Now they're using that for different missions. So it has been deployed on the streets. I'm going to step in the shade so I can see. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She's on 13 now. The axolotl's on 13. Again, there has been papers filed against the mayor of Broadview, and her order for limiting number one, the hours of protesting, and also every other First Amendment violation that's happening. It's a cease and desist order. Again, this is a public sidewalk. This is in fact a public street. 25th is a major thoroughfare. I'll show you later. I'll walk up there again. Welcome in, everybody. Good Thursday morning. We're getting a Constitution lesson from an axolotl this morning. Don't piss off an axolotl.
Held in inhumane conditions.
Yep. Section 2. Representatives shall be apportioned among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed, which is so racist to go ahead and call them Indians because they're not Indians. They don't come from India. They are Native Americans. But when the right to vote at any election or the choice of electors for president and vice president of the United States, representatives of Congress, the executive and judicial officers of a state,
He just dropped his glasses over the wall.
thereof, is denied to any of the male inhabitants of such state, being 21 years of age and citizens of the United States, or
He didn't want to take a chance. Again, they're sitting right here.
in rebellion or other crime, the basis of representation therein shall be reduced in the proportion which the number of such male citizens shall bear to the whole number of male citizens 21 years of age in such state.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Broadview Detention Center. We're getting a reading of the amendments of the Constitution by a pink axolotl this morning. That's the excitement that's going on out here right now.
Or under any state who having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States.
We have 7 of the cars
State legislature,
sitting
or
here.
as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States shall have engaged in insurrection.
He's got an appointment. It's a family member.
Which means that you guys who are being unconstitutional, you guys are the rebellions of the state. You guys are the rebellions of
It's a family member.
You guys are going against the Constitution. Wow.
Again, all the agents have to get out of their car and go over to this poor kid that says he has an appointment.
By a vote of 2/3 of each house remove such disability. Because the government needs things right now.
Again, the Cook County Sheriff has been relatively helpful. State Police is not. Okay, now they've all come up here. Well, he's gonna get, oh, maybe not. I thought he was gonna get back in his car, but he went to get his phone. Apparently he's gonna call into the detention center, maybe, allegedly. The poor kid's got something on his phone that said that they told him to show up here for an appointment. Not sure what they told him. I don't even know if they know what to do. Why isn't there someone out here to help the families know what to do? Why is it put to the protesters that are out here and to the state police and the sheriff's office to try to help families understand where their relatives are? Why? Why? I mean, they have every other agency out here. Why can't they have someone out here to help? Okay, I'm going to jump in the shade again. Again, it's a bright, sunshiny day, so I apologize. There's going to be a lot of times that I can't see chat. I only have 3 main rules. There's no racism. There's no homophobic slurs. And there's no fat shaming. Well, actually, there's 4. There's no violence in my chat. There's no reason for it. Take it somewhere else, please. I'm getting paid? No, sir. I regret to tell you that I get absolutely nothing, 0 money for any of my streams. For me being out here, I am a retired person who just happens to have enough time to come out here and show exactly what's going on. If you don't like it, please just leave my chat, leave my station. I'm trying to be as unbiased as I possibly can and just show what actually is going on out here without a 2-minute soundbite of there are rioters, there's hell in the streets, there's a war going on in Chicago. That, in fact, is not the case. Bye, James. Good morning, John. Who else do we have in here? Antifa. Good Lord. That's a very general statement. Very general, Adam. That's like saying all MAGAs are dangerous, or, all Trump supporters are crazy, or whatever you want to say. There's really no meaning to say anybody's dangerous or not. Again, this is not what I need from my channel. I'm just streaming. There is no help for the families that are trying to find their loved ones or have paperwork. They've had every single government official out here except for animal control. Why can't they have a representative out here to help the families when they show up at the Broadview Detention Center? Why isn't there someone here? That's what I'm asking. Good morning. Good morning, all. Good morning, Martha. Welcome in. I don't know, John, what ICE is doing. We, of course, can't see. No one is privy to where they are or what they're doing. I can tell you we haven't had a helicopter yet this morning. The big cat, bear cat, whatever it is sitting over there. There's 4 of the ICE agents actually just standing around over there. They have been since I arrived. I have not seen any vans, or there's still 1 bus missing. So I don't know what that, well, there we go. We got a van coming out. All right, I'm going to go back out again because sometimes I forget to unzoom. Again, you see all the throngs of protesters here. This, in fact, is the only place now that protesters can be, is in this small area up against this chain link fence. There is no other place legally or unlegally to protest. Only here. Again, there's a cease and desist in the court system right now for the violations of the First Amendment. It is part of the First Amendment that you're allowed to protest. These are public sidewalks, public streets. Welcome in, everybody, to the Broadview Detention Center. Peace, honey, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Actually, Music Man, I'm not going to say the first part. I don't want to call you F either. From when I heard rumors last week, and that's the reason why I went downtown that Thursday, that some of the detainees were in fact being held in the immigration courts down on Ida B. Wells in downtown and the federal court building. But unfortunately, I couldn't go inside. They were only allowing family with the papers and appointments to enter. So I couldn't see if there were ICE agents or, any kind of activity down there other than the families. Okay, Atomic, please take your stuff to another chat. You're making your opinion sound like fact. Again, it's okay to state your opinion, but please don't make it sound like it's fact. Either direction. This is not a political channel. Welcome in to the ICE Detention Center. Right now I can't see Chad again because I thought I'd walk up to 25th and see what's going on. Again, there's an agent walking in right now. There hasn't been a sniper up there since the state police took over. I'm not sure why. There hasn't also been guards out here at all, again, since the state police took over. They are doing some kind of construction in the back over there. I've seen lots of forklifts and flatbed trucks, and so they are working on something in the back past the actual building. My main concern out here not only is the First Amendment violations, but it's also that the building itself is all plywooded. The fence was the fence. It really wasn't, I don't think, something they needed to really hang their hats on. The thing that's most disturbing is the fact that every single window and door in the building has been wooded shut. There's plywood on every window and every door. There's only a small access on the side of the building. If there was an emergency or a fire or anything, I'm not quite sure how everyone that's in that building could possibly get out. More media is showing up now. Again, it's 9:30 something here. I can't see my clock. Hang on a second. Let's get in the shade and then I can tell. It is 9:38. So I'm guessing they're getting ready for their 10 o'clock sound bites. Okay, John. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Well, now I can show you the face of the building that I'm talking about. There's actually no reasoning at all behind boarding everything up over there. No one can get anywhere near that building. You see the plethora of police cars, not to mention there's ICE agents and guards all around the building. There's no fresh air allowed. It is all boarded up. Hi, Rib Guy, welcome in. Who else is here? Blank, good morning. Let's see who else we got in here. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Blank. Thanks, guys, for stopping in. At least the weather's a lot nicer than yesterday. Yesterday was a bit much. It was rainy, cold, my feet were wet. It was like, okay, time out. Nothing was really going on. They did take the fence down. Again, it really didn't matter. No one's trying to rush over there. There are 7 state police and sheriff department all the time, 24/7. So, plus a cement barrier still closer to where the other fence used to be. Good morning, assigned. I can't see. Anyway, assigned. Good morning. I'm glad you found me. I don't know how you found me, but I'm glad you found me. Again, all I'm showing in my stream is what actually is occurring out here. Not a 2-minute soundbite. I'm usually out here for at least 4 to 6 hours, sometimes 8 hours at a time. Most of the time, it's like watching paint dry. Nothing's happening. Chase, again, it's your opinion. But you're not going to swing or sway anyone that has their own opinion either. So here's the wall. As you can see, there's not one protester here at all. It's me. Not a protester, just a streamer. And the media, which allegedly I'm a part of. But they treat all independents as crap because they're the national media. Local media is pretty nice. Made friends with a lot of them. National media, not so much. This is not for Saturday. This is every day. This is everyday life out here at Broadview at the ICE Detention Center. This is not just one protest. It goes on, well, because it's restricted from 9 a.m. in the morning until 6 p.m. Peace, honey, you're supposed to be on the road. You don't need to be in here. I'm good. I got Rib Guy in here. He'll knock him out. Oh, he has a sign. I don't know what the sign says. Got to find out what those signs say. He's allowed to drive through. That's the first time I've seen an actual, just normal, quote-unquote, car drive through. Usually they do not use the side at all. They use the other side. Yeah, it's, so many protesters doing so many riots and bad things, and it's a war zone in Chicago. It might be between the press, yes. But it has nothing to do with what's going on out here. Peace, okay, please. It's all good. I'll show you this building over here. Again, for the first timers, this warehouse that I'm showing you right now has actually been bought by the DHS. Don't know when they're going to take it over, but yesterday, this is the actual fence to the parking lot. So just my opinion, when they start moving in here, they're going to have to move the protest area again, because this is entirely too close to the entrance there. So who knows where they're going to put the protesters this time, or the media for that matter, because we have the same area. So this is Illinois, the Broadview Detention Center for ICE. This is where they stage their operations out of. This is where they bring the detainees. You're welcome. Again, I only stream the day-to-day life that's out here. This is the protesting area that I'm standing in right now, and you can see it's totally empty besides me. There's a van going in to the detention center right now. Those vans usually have cages in the back, like a police car, or we used to call them paddy wagons back in the day when I am from Chicago. Oh, yes. I had that on my live stream. The 40-point turn. That's a very large bus. And this is a very small area. Plus, they're parking cars everywhere. So, he has a very difficult job backing that bus up into where they want him to park. It can't fit in the gated area over here. That parking area is way too small, and they have a lot of cars and vans in there already. Normally, they will bring the bus to the other side of the building there by that white van in the distance, because there's a dock door on the building. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you what I'm talking about. Sorry, guys. I just want to show you. You can see the door next to the flagpole there. That actually is like a loading dock. And they open that door and the bus pulls halfway through. And then they load it or unload it. And then he has to try to back out in a very narrow area, very narrow street, which is actually the same size as this one here, but there's cars parked there. So yes, it's hilarious to watch them. There's one bus in the back. Again, that's the size of the bus. Sorry on my zooming, but that's how big the bus is, and there's usually two of them, but one is missing, so I'm not sure where that other bus is right now. No, there's no snipers this morning. I was saying that I find it kind of odd that once the state police took over out here, everything changed. It's like, I think they made a deal with the ICE agents. There's no more guards standing, by the entrance. There's no more snipers up on the roof. State police has actually taken over all of that, which, public relations wise, is a win for ICE, but state police is going to take the hit, because they're the ones that are allowed to use non-lethal force against anyone out here. The TRO, the temporary restraining order on non-lethal force, was only against the ICE agents. It's never really been worse, except for when we were allowed to walk up to the gate, because, again, you're right, when the sniper was up there, they had fun shooting everybody that came near the fence. So that alleviated that part of the bad publicity. No, I wish it was simmering down. I think it's just getting started. Again, they're moving their operations or adding to their operations to this warehouse that's at least a block long, maybe longer. So we shall see. I heard this morning from what Governor Pritzker said. He was informed somehow that they will actually be here until December. So you will see me out here in the snow. Yeah. My dad was actually a Marine in the Second World War. He had 2 Purple Hearts. He went to Iwo Jima, and he also went to Okinawa. Wounded both places. But at that time, they also didn't have for the military any type of therapy for PTSD. So unfortunately, my father drank himself to death by the age of 56. What he had to do in the war. Welcome in, Lisa. The hi guy, welcome in. Thanks everybody for joining me. Again, this is a live stream. Oh, we do have a helicopter. Okay. Not sure who it is. Maybe a news helicopter. Definitely not the Black Hawk. You can tell when it comes, and it comes all the time. Yeah, Lisa, no, they didn't have a clue what well, in World War I, they used to call the poor kids that came back from that as being shell-shocked. That was the word that they used. But in World War II, they really never addressed. My dad was unfortunately a flamethrower, so he just never could get over that. Yeah. Well, I think they might, Rib Guy, I think they might put a picture on the ground, so the helicopters can pretend that there's actually somebody down here. Or they're saying, oh, look, there's that crazy lady that's still out there. There's one crazy lady. Good morning, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. It's just so busy out here,
Oh, I know.
Uh-oh. She's trying to get their attention. I'm not going to bother her, but we'll see what she's going to ask. Again, the Broadview chief of police was out here just checking things out this morning when I arrived. I got the cordial wave and a good morning. Oh, she's trying to figure out. Okay. She's asking him where. Oh, there they all come. See, they're so bored. They need to hear everything that's going on from everybody. So she's just asking the parameters of where she can protest or where she can stand. I don't know why the other lady is giving me such a nasty look. I must. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Crystal. Oh, thank you for checking that helicopter for me. That doesn't surprise me at all. You think they're going to register?
Get a feel for how intense this zone is, even though no one's even out.
Yep.
Except this lady. What's so funny?
No, what you said, except for me, I've been out here every single day live streaming this crazy riot protest that we're having here, right? It's like watching paint dry. I'm here every day trying to show everybody that it's not what everybody...
Not hateful,
No.
not violent, not threatening.
We
in
had
any
a
way.
pink axolotl out here earlier reading the Constitution.
Okay.
So, yes. I mean,
It's unfortunate when just a few people cause
Right.
all of the problems and then it
Yeah.
makes everybody look bad.
right, because that's the only 2-minute soundbite anybody gets. You know,
No,
is the
I
is the
disagree.
conflict. Well,
And
once
so
again,
anyways, as I was saying, is I didn't want to carry my backpack around, and so I was like, oh, I wonder where is a safe place I could put it. So I asked some reporters, and they're like, no, it's like a safety hazard. And then I asked the police if I could put it over there, and they're like, no. And I like had my bag open, and I was like showing him that I didn't have anything.
Doesn't
But,
matter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're very cautious here in the zone. The reporter said that people have given them backpacks before that have had things that could get them in trouble before. So I'll just lug this thing around with me today. But so, what's your thoughts on just like everything happening?
well, there's so many First Amendment violations right now. There is a cease and desist order that was filed a couple days ago because they are blocking. You can't protest out in front anymore. The media can't be out in front. Everyone has to leave the scene, media or not, at 6 p.m.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
I mean, were you
Why
here at
does it
6
make-
p.m. yesterday?
No, not yesterday. The day before I was, though.
And
So
and because you're supportive of their cause,
I
you
am
probably
not
didn't have
supporting
any issues.
anyone.
Really?
I am out here only live streaming. You can check any one of my live streams
Okay.
and talk to my chat. I don't take a right side. I don't take a left side. I only show what's going on out here. So I don't know what side you're on, but it's not sounding like you're unbiased. I'm going to walk away
I
now.
don't think anybody is unbiased, and people who
Well,
pretend to be. I mean, you won't
I'm
even
not
talk to me
pretending.
because you
No,
think I'm
because
not
you've
biased, so you
already
are biased.
accused me of being biased. You've already accused me.
Because I've asked you how your treatment has been. Because I was.
I've been shot with pepper balls, rubber bullets, and gas. Here. There used to be a sniper on that roof.
Well, it's because you're standing next to a protest.
No, actually, I was on the other side with the other media.
Well, still.
Oh, well, still?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason why there's a war out here is because there's protesters.
Oh, my God. There's no war. There is no war in Chicago. Yes, there was a sniper. Ask any of the... Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. I just took the bait. I'm sure I'll be on the... Sorry. I'm trying to walk away. Sorry. Oh, my God. Right now, my hands are shaking. Well, they sent somebody to discredit me. Why does she think she can give her backpack and put it over here? I don't understand. Yeah, guys, I mean, you saw it live. You know how many days I've been out here doing what I'm doing. You've seen the sniper up on the roof. You know I've been shot with pepper balls and rubber bullets. There's no war here. Of course, she has to repeat exactly the same things that all the right-wing media is saying. That's why I'm out here just showing you that that is not the case.
It actually tore down the fence.
Word of warning.
Yes.
You're just playing music out here?
I just plan to speak out against ICE and play music, that's all.
Watch. She's trying to get sound bites
Yeah?
against everything that's going on out here.
That woman kneeling?
Yep.
Okay.
Just a heads up, she caught me. I thought she was just being
Yeah.
the first time out here, you know, just trying to help her out.
Last time I was here, there was another agitator. too.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
actually waiting. If they want to have that conversation, I've done all my research.
Good.
And I'll do it
I'm
politely.
sure she'll hit you with it.
Okay.
I was polite.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I said, I'm only
But-
out here streaming, you
Yeah,
know.
but they edit things.
Oh, I
and-
know. Yes.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I took the... There are snipers, and no, there hasn't been any snipers since the state police have taken over. There were snipers up on the building actually shooting at media, protesters, even the Broadview Police Department. So that, if you look back, I'd say maybe 2 weeks ago, you can actually see in my lives that happening. I am not an activist. I am no way an activist. I am a 67-year-old grandmother. So that's about as long as I've been an activist. Chicago is a war zone. Oh my God, do I have any mods in here at all? Oh, I see that. Blank, can I put you as moderator right now? I need some help. Oh, if not, what I'll do is I'll just turn my chat off. That might be a better situation. Thanks, Blake. I'm gonna just turn it off. If they can't be civil, then fuck them. There was no one slashing anyone's tires. That was not taking place here. There are neighborhood altercations happening, but that is not what's actually happening in Broadview. So please don't state your opinions as fact. Again, I've been standing out here for 4 weeks now. Peace. I'm sorry, I just turned chat off. I think chat is off. Please tell me I turned chat off. Welcome in. This is Broadview Detention Center, where I was just accosted by a right-wing news agency claiming that I am pro-Antifa. I am absolutely not pro anything. Zero. I am only out here to record, not to give you my opinion. I don't know. The state police are down there discussing, pointing to this area. Not quite sure what they're up to. I'm sure we'll find out. Of course, she is now being ever so sweet to the mainstream media. I'm going to go talk to the tent because I see what her intentions are. Welcome in, everybody. This is the Broadview Detention Center. This is the ICE Detention Center. Of course, she's safe pointing the television cameras. Again, I don't care. I'm gonna walk down here. I'm gonna put you on mute for just a minute. Sorry. protest, sorry, on 25th. The Broadview mayor said in a declaration that no one is allowed to protest up here at all. Again, sorry, I'm going to put you on.
All right.
Good to see that.
Okay.
Pretty long-haired lady.
Yeah.
Who
I think I found my room safe here.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I am very much.
she's here. Yeah,
Yes,
she's over there
yeah.
right now. She just
She
tried
just hit
attacking
me.
her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
then
I'm
wait,
sure
no.
I'm going to be on whatever she has right now. But yeah, I'm Antifa.
I think I literally just saw her walk.
Does anyone mind if I try and go just
Go
out?
for it, but I don't know where she
Okay,
went to.
I just-
She was following me there for a minute, and then I don't know where she
Thank you
went.
so much, you guys, for
Yeah.
the information. Yeah, and I might text you if I. So my name's Hannah. If you didn't save it.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, you guys.
You stay safe.
That.
You too.
Oh, 100%.
If she comes back and targets me, I'll be ready.
Well, that's why I wanted to give everybody a heads up.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Heads up.
Oh, did I? Give me one.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to try putting it back on again. Not sure if it's going to help or not, but we're going to give it a chance. Again, I just have no respect for anybody that comes out and says stuff like that to me without actually even researching what I have been showing, just assuming what's going on. Just to get her grifting money in. Hi, Lainey. Sorry, guys. I know I turned off chat, but when they all come tumbling in, I really don't need it. Welcome in. This is the ICE Detention Center in Broadview, Illinois, a small community outside of Chicago. I am now physically walking up to 25th Avenue or Street, I'm not sure even, to show you what in fact they've done to this beautiful little neighborhood, saying it's for the protection of the protesters, even though when whatever happened on Saturday happened, the street was physically closed by police. The protesters were pushed out of the area into the street. The only real crime they did was they were dancing, and I guess that might have hurt some people's feelings. These are the cement walls. Yeah, I know, effing music, man. It's just like, what really bothers me is that's so far from the truth. And I bit into it thinking I was being nice to her, you know. I guess I have to go back to the trust no one situation. She was actually trying to get the media to hold her backpack, or ask the state trooper if she could put her backpack behind the fence. So you can see where that was going. A little bit privileged and really rude. Welcome in. I am walking up a little bit. This is actually, hang on. This is actually the warehouse. I don't know what's going on up here. I see police cars blocking 25th. Hang on a second. Something's going on. Not quite sure what. Whether it's a car accident or actually something else happening. But I see a lot of police blocking the road up here. Let's go see what I can find out without physically getting run over by about 10 semis. Welcome in. This is actually the Broadview Detention Center. I'm just taking a little detour now because I'm trying to find out what's actually going on up here. I see a lot of flashing lights from police. So we'll wait and see. I'm going to go ahead and go. This is not their normal place to block. So that's why I'm wondering what actually is going on. This is actually the walk to the bathroom, guys. See, I'll show you how far everyone actually has to walk to even find a bathroom. Now they are completely blocking. Oh no, he just turned around. Okay, I thought they were blocking both directions. But that's not the case. Sorry, there are no sidewalks here. So I'm walking across uneven grass, and I don't have a gimbal. Well, it looks to be that it's just an auto accident. Unfortunately, that's not the greatest place, of course, to have something like that happen. But it looks like it might be all over because the police are in fact turning around. So there you go. We really didn't want to see an auto accident anyway, so all right, back down to the detention center. Welcome in. Be sure to tune into the alt-right news tonight because I'm sure I'm going to be on it. Sorry, I turned off chat, but she decided to send in her trolls. Again, I'm only a 67-year-old grandmother. I don't know why she thinks I pose a threat or why I'm Antifa, but holy cow, if they're recruiting 67-year-old women with lung conditions, then they must be hard up. Hi, Minnie. Welcome in. Now I can see. I'm sorry. I was in the sun again. Yeah, it's already started this morning. It's like, holy smokes. This is the iron workers here. I've talked to a few of them lately. They did have a meeting the other night and decided to be against what's happening out here at the detention center. So some of their workers were out here yesterday talking to the people in the crowd. It'd be really great if we could use a section of their parking lot, being that there's no parking here, or the bathroom. Again, I'm 67. Yeah. They said that they were going to be out. One of the workers said he was actually going to pitch a tent and do a live stream 24/7. That would be awesome, being that me and Nance Drew, I think, are the only two. Well, there might be a couple on YouTube, but most of them are on TikTok. So, again, now they're starting to send a lot more antagonists into the crowd because it is so boring out here. They need some kind of sound bites. And unfortunately, I stepped into it this morning, so that's my bad. This sign makes me laugh every time I see it. Protest area, stay off the street. Well, you're not allowed to be on the street anyway. So who is that sign to? Again, right now I can't see because I am facing the sun. But welcome in, everybody. I am walking back down to the ICE Detention Center, where, of course, all the good old boys from the mainstream media are set up. Again, all these cars are the mainstream media. There's no trucks today, which I find interesting. Usually there's at least one truck. Not today. All the big media trucks, you know, the big white ones with their names on the side. Or at least they haven't arrived yet. I don't see any dibs out here. Maybe I was I was nice yesterday and told them, yes, this is Chicago, but there's no dibs. Oh, here we go. She's setting up her spot. Isn't that cute? Of course, it doesn't hurt the fact that she's good looking. I am only a 67-year-old ugly person. All these boys are going to go for that. Okay, going back in the shade over here. Again, hang on a second. I'm going to put your... Okay, sorry guys. Welcome in. Because, okay, there's no riots. There hasn't been a riot. What happens is that actually there's one video where the police went over the wall to reach a protester, or when the crowd is asked to leave, there's pushing and shoving. That is not a riot. Pushing and shoving is not a riot. There have been no bottles or glass or anything thrown at the officers. It is not a riot. It's a push fest sometimes, very rarely. 99% of the time, all the protests out here at Broadview are peaceful. If you look at my interview with the neighbor, he even states in there that he sits there and watches the police antagonize the crowd. So that is not a riot. Please look up the definition of a riot. Yes, this woman here is definitely going to cause a ruckus out here. I don't know where they're getting the films from, actually. I think they're just getting that 2-minute soundbite when things happen, just like when Bovino made his propaganda video. Go home. Okay, well, you know, that really hurts my feelings so much. Yes, the news is here. Mainstream news only covers one thing, that is conflict. Conflict is most important to them. That's what sells. Watching paint dry does not. Again, that's the reason why I'm out here. I'm showing that there's nothing going on. Okay, this guy is absolutely out of his mind. He is just pushing his luck. But again, some people are trying to cause trouble. We have, again, the average age here is over 50. This guy's always out here yelling at the agents, so it's all good. Yeah. Again, please look up the definition of a riot. That has not happened here. Zero. There's been pushing and shoving, but there hasn't been a riot. There are rules even to come out to this section, actually shown by the tent that says you're not allowed to have weapons, you're not allowed to have glass bottles, you're not allowed to have anything out here. So where is this riot? Hi everybody, welcome in. I turned chat back on, hopefully. People can be adults. Sometimes that doesn't happen, especially when people are trying to start their own narrative. The narrative out here is there's nothing. We do have agitators that come out, yes, both right and left. I'll be totally unbiased. I've seen it from both sides. Because, again, this is a gold mine for them. They make tons of money grifting. And most of them are paid. So there's always that. And some people I know from before, we know exactly who we're talking about and how it works. Hi, Alexandria. Welcome in. Yeah, well, here's the thing. There hasn't been a riot. So I couldn't tell you where in Chicago that might have happened, but it wasn't here. This is Broadview, Illinois, at the ICE Detention Center. I am going to back up a little bit because this gentleman is saying some words that really don't need to be in my chat. But again, there's one gentleman yelling and two old ladies with signs. Hi, Fairy, welcome in.
He's a nut. I mean, he definitely has some problems.
I mean, he knows how to, he's a professional. He knows how to talk.
Oh, I don't think he's a professional.
Oh yeah, he's a professional protagonist.
No.
Is he really? Because he just seems like he has no real message and is just being annoying.
Well, he's just, after the police. So
But-
it's fine. I mean,
But, yeah.
he's not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to
What would Jesus do?
Yeah.
All
You
these
guys can go on
Christians-
the other side too if you want to. Just because it says media doesn't mean you can't
Oh,
go
you
over
go
there.
on that side? I don't want to be near him.
Yeah, that's fine.
What news station are you with?
Huh? I'm not. I'm actually a YouTube streamer. I come out here and live stream. I've been out here for
How do you
4
do
weeks
press?
now because I'm a YouTube documentarian. I
Okay,
am
sorry.
press.
I just didn't.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't
yeah,
understand.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I don't do 2-minute sound bites. I do 6-hour.
Anything interesting happen?
No, absolutely not.
Well, she was
Today
here
it's
last
been,
weekend.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Friday and Saturdays are the,
Yeah, I was here on Saturday.
Yeah.
I can't come this weekend.
no, yeah, I'm going to be downtown filming.
Me too.
I'll be downtown.
I won't be filming, but I'll be there.
Yeah, no, I'll be down
Go
there.
on that side, away from him.
Bring umbrellas and get the cheap old plastic ponchos. A lot of people are just writing instead of carrying signs, writing their messages on the ponchos
I figured I'd
with
use saran
with
wrap.
permanent or that way.
I put
Yeah.
saran wrap
Oh,
on
so
it.
Yep.
in case that.
Yep.
How could it happen? We went down to one at Michigan and Wabash
Uh-huh.
last year.
Yeah.
It was just sad
Yeah.
that it's happened so quickly and that nobody gives a shit.
Nope.
Okay, let's go on the other side, away from
Yeah.
him.
This is just like I said against. He's actually streaming right now. So
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's watch that.
Who's filming?
Like, really? He's got it.
no, he's doing it himself.
Is that his guitar?
No.
Is that yours?
No.
Yeah, that one.
It's one of the other gentlemen. He's here. He just went around the corner for a minute. So, again, there's no crowd, so pretty safe. Yeah, just don't stay in the street too long. You got to move quickly. Okay, that's hurting their feelings. So, 0 riots, guys. 0 riots. I will say there was pushing and shoving. Not sure 100% who started it, but I did see pushing and shoving. Very little, a very short burst. But of course, everyone in the news media caught that and nothing else, like the singing or the dancing or the church service. Blank, okay. Welcome in, everybody. That is correct. As an American, you have a First Amendment right to protest against your government. That includes all public lands. And it has been blocked. Again, there is a suit filed. Well, in all fairness, it's not only Fox, it's all of them. Again, mainstream media, the only thing they can survive on is conflict. I think I might have a protector. Yeah, peace, love, sunshine. Please be careful. I've been asking and begging and pleading for 1A auditors or even a 1A lawyer that would like to take on this case because it keeps getting progressively worse. Like I said, they have absolutely stopped all protesting on the large street of 25th. No one is allowed out there, media or press, or media or protesters. Doesn't matter the time. It's totally closed off now. They have put cement blocks in front of absolutely every house and road for almost 5 blocks, I believe. They even installed them on the neighbors' flowers, even though that was the easement. The neighborhood takes care of their houses and their gardens. They didn't care. They put them on top. Again, they're not leveled. Some of them are up in the air. Some of them are tilting sideways. And now we have a bee and the axolotl.
Oh, with the sun, it's like super hot.
I know. Try to stay in the shade as long as it's here.
I'm trying.
It won't be for long.
That's true.
Listen, chat is your opinion. God, good Lord. Go home. You know, you guys really need to step up your game on the insults. Go home. Are you being paid? Well, get a job. You know, it just gets ridiculous. I was hoping I could have a chat that were a little bit older than toddlers. No one is interfering with the deportation process. We're not allowed anywhere near the building. Nowhere near. There's not any impeding of anything. There is a black bus right now backing in to the detention center. Again, there are 7 sheriff and state police cars blocking the road. They did take down the fence, but there's no accessibility at all to anywhere close to that building. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. It's already been a busy morning. Look for me on Alt-Right News. Again, I forgot my number 1 rule is trust no one. I was trying to be nice to a young lady that was her first time out here and got bit. Hi, Mossad. Welcome in. What hat am I wearing? I actually have my press hat on. And my press badge. So, you know, I wear that every day as I stand out here. Sorry guys, chat's going a little fast for me, so hopefully you're all behaving yourself. Again, welcome in to the Bee and Axolotl show out at the Broadview Detention Center, where now we have a ruckus, 7 people, 2 of which are blow-ups, 2 of which are over 50, 1 of which just loves to troll the state police, and 2 more just showed up. Ellie, if you're here, welcome in, hon. I didn't see you. There you are. Yeah, I got smacked in the head this morning by a right-wing news group, so incoming later, I'm sure. Nana's made the news as the crazy lady that stands out here, and she's in Antifa. Oh, Jackie, welcome in. Usually the antagonists don't start showing up until late afternoon, like around 4 o'clock. Today we've had an early start, and I wasn't expecting it, so there's that. Apparently she's been being handled by a group of friends, so it's all good, but she's got me on tape. Oh, Now a big white bus is actually arrived. Not as big as the huge bus, but this one is not small by any stretch. He's trying to back up maybe, or turn around. I don't know. They have such a small area to do anything in. Oh, that's who's in there. I recognize the voice now. Oh, that's a female. No mask.
They had some weird celebrations. They often have.
Can't hide from the stinger of justice.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
We have a bee and an oxalotl. She was actually reading the Constitution this morning, all the amendments with a bullhorn directed at them. Okay. I'm going to step into the shade so I can see chat. At least I'm not alone out here. Backing in, which, like I said, that back area doesn't have very much room. So that's surprising. I'm surprised they're not pulling it into the other side of the building. Whether there's people on there or if they're coming to load, we really can't tell. No. Nope. That's media over there. Yeah. Well, because they didn't want to listen to some of the words that were being spewed, so they went over there to just be separate.
Oh, I see.
Not because they're other supporters. They just
They're not media.
No.
When that one guy was here, they kept telling him to go back to where they put them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a counter protest space. But
There isn't.
What are
There
your
isn't.
credentials then?
I'm actually a live 2 streamer. I'm a documentarian.
Oh,
I
documentarian.
live. I've been here for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Almost every day except for Sunday and Mondays usually. But usually, 6 to 8 hours a day.
Wow. So then you monitor
Are you
comings
gonna
and
make-
goings,
Yeah.
kind of that type of thing?
Everything.
Are you
What the
making a
protest
single
is.
documentary, or do
No,
you
no.
post it
I
like
just
daily?
Daily. I'll use my live and cut shorts out of them and show when, in fact, there's anything that goes on here. Most of the time, it's like paint
This.
drying.
Yeah, right.
There's really nothing going
What
on.
are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to stand up and be counted somehow.
Right.
Otherwise,
Right.
what are you
And
gonna
like
do?
I said, I'm showing that because that's not what they're getting from the mainstream
Well,
news.
sure.
There's riots in the street of Chicago and there's battles going on. It's a war zone, and it's not.
Correct.
There's
Well,
nothing.
Pritzker was out, and he was doing one of these feeds and
Yep.
just saying, "Oh, look at all the war going
Right,
on
yeah,
here,
yeah,
all the
yeah.
insurrection."
One thing though, he hasn't been here, so
Well, no.
not happy with him,
Still
right?
Pritzker.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Glad to see you here.
Now
Likewise.
Yeah.
is Friday the
Yes.
most active? And that's just why
Friday
end of the week,
morning.
maybe more people
I
work from
What's your name?
don't know how that's actually. I'm sorry.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Nana.
Oh, hi, Nana.
I'm Lou.
Hey, Lou.
Nice to meet you.
I am live streaming, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Oh, absolutely fine. I have the camera pointed this direction, so.
Jim.
Hey, Jim. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Friday
He's
and
got it
Saturdays
decided.
are the busiest.
Yeah.
In the morning on Friday,
Do you mind if we
usually
take-
there's a lot of people. My problem is this is the only area
Thanks.
they can protest, pro or con.
Pro or con.
This area,
Yeah.
both together. They haven't figured out how to separate the
So have
crowd.
you ever seen any pro people here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Never a float
Everyone's
could
just
crumble
down
this
here.
fast.
Yeah, no, there are, and there's also agitators now that are showing up because this is a good place to make money. You know, they come out and cause trouble and they're live streaming. I'm not an agitator, I'm just an old lady, but they come out and they make tons of money because they're causing conflict. So,
Right.
so this will be questionable tomorrow. I even did an interview with the Broadview police chief saying, what are you going to do? It's going to be a powder keg out here. If you have everybody in this small area protesting together.
No, maybe I'm wrong, but I would think the anti-numbers would far exceed the pro.
Just hard to tell, and how loud they are, and how obnoxious, and, you know, what kind of trouble they're actually trying to cause.
Now, I heard on Friday, a group of nuns come and pray the rosary in the morning. Do you know that?
I have not seen the nuns on Friday morning because I was over on the other side, so I didn't see them on this side. I know last Saturday there was a Catholic church that actually marched here and tried to give communion to the people inside, and of course he was refused. But there was, I don't even know how many, 500-800 people.
I'm kind of surprised that the fence went down. I mean,
they
rolled that to the end.
I did not think. But let me tell you one thing, though. The fence has absolutely no bearing on anything. I mean, it's a fence. What I am more concerned with is every single window and door in that building is plywooded shut. If there's an emergency or a fire in that building, how are people going to get out?
Right, or what's going on.
Well, that too.
Obscured.
Right. But I mean, for safety reasons, you know, there's no fresh air in there because they have it all boarded. If there's a fire, there's only 2 small doors on this side of the building.
Right.
Oh, that's it.
Well, that's why they had to take the fence down. It was really more of a public safety, flow of traffic,
right, for the ambulance. But it really just
police cars get in.
Right. But again, that's like secondary. The first thing is how are you going to get the people out of the building?
but at least if it's called symbolic or whatever, getting that fence down and a court said
yes, you have to take it down, and they did it. So oh, they had till midnight Tuesday to get it down. So.
But I thought they might say, okay, well, we'll drag it out. Like we didn't blink
you know, I was out here going, I'm not an optimistic person right now about this fence coming down, but they proved me wrong, so that's a good thing.
Or say that, look, we should be able to keep it up while we appeal.
Right.
Let the court.
What I also said was, there are so many family members that show up here with papers in their hands saying, wait, here's my father's wallet. You know, they're inside. They have every agency, federal agency out here right now. They need to have someone that can help the families. Where do they go? What phone number do they call?
Well, do they verify that they're here?
Exactly. No, that's what I mean. There's no way of telling. Apparently, they get a number once they're processed. But until they're processed, the families can't even find out where they are. So it's like, but there's nobody out there telling them that. So they come here and they ask the protesters, what do we do? You know, where do we go? How do I find people? Or they ask the poor sheriff's department. That's not their job.
Now, do you think that, your point's very good. I wonder if the U.S. representatives, and I know that senators have tried to get
Senator
in there
Duckworth and Senator Durbin both were out here. Yeah, and Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy was out here. There's been politicians out here, yes. But, you know, nothing is being...
Now, do you think this is constructive, what he's doing, yelling at the local...
That's a totally different thing.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the...
Yeah.
He doesn't like the state police.
Okay.
It's not hurting anything. It might make them sad because, you know, their feelings are getting hurt by what he's saying, but again, it's nothing to do with the...
That's right. I say that's why it's not productive.
Right. But he has every right to do what he's doing.
That's correct.
So, the duck showed up.
All of last night thinking about the way you were talking to him yesterday. How hysterical. Seriously, I totally kept telling you. I was like, I just love it.
Yeah, at least it brings some humor.
I feel I'm here with the main cast.
Yeah, it feels, you know,
Really?
Yeah.
She was
Now,
fantastic.
does this
I kept telling her, like the most
does this interfere with your
No,
filming
because
from
I'm
talking to you and all
no,
that?
absolutely not.
You-
Because
you
like I
edit
said,
it?
no. This is live streaming. Yesterday I had over 260,000 people that actually checked into my live yesterday at one time or another. So it's like, again, I'm not hiding anything. I don't edit anything.
Yeah.
If they want to see what's happening, this is what's happening. He's getting dressed in his duck suit.
These are built for fighting.
Yes, it's a riot of the blow-ups.
Just going. We're
Yeah.
going with it.
Yep.
That frog photo is gonna be in history books in the future.
It will.
That's what I find so hysterical.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
people have painted it already. So have like immortalized that moment.
oh, there's so many memes of that frog, a whole bunch of frogs, and yeah. We have a bee, and an oxalotl, and a duck. We usually have a dinosaur. She's not here yet.
She said she had an interview.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah.
She's coming. She said she was either coming before or after. So I'm guessing.
Right.
Look at her little feet.
Okay, guys, I'm going to step in the shade so I can see the chat.
They put the fence up 2.5 weeks ago. Never since they put it up.
Again, the media's here, setting up. Edward, this is the ICE Detention Center in Broadview, Illinois. Again, it's a small suburb outside of Chicago. This is where all the ICE agents stage their operations. This is also where they actually bring all the detainees. This is the first step that they go to.
Yeah.
So there's a reason for it, and there's a reason to protect it, but there's also a lot of corruption.
Again, the protest has evolved a little bit. Now we're getting a lot more antagonists and provocateurs coming out. This is right for the picking as far as making money by causing trouble. Again, I take no money. I have no monetary means at all on my YouTube channel. I do this only to show what is going on here in Broadview. Welcome in, everybody. Nana works for tamale. I would love a good tamale. Again, tamal. When I first started protesting out here, there was a tent, and one of the protesters actually made over 100 different kinds of tamales and brought them out for everybody that was out here that day, and they were so delicious. And unfortunately, that was the day that Bavino decided that he needed to make his propaganda film. So they jumped the tent and they just destroyed absolutely everything, including the tamales and 3 huge batches of roast beef sandwiches that a church had made. I don't know where Bavino is. He's somewhere playing with Halloween costumes. Again, I have a personal problem with him. I'm sorry. He pushed me into trees. I have a reason for not liking the man, besides his political aspects and his job. Personally, I saw him, in fact, go after seniors in the crowd because we were the easiest picking. Again, it's like I say, watching paint dry. Tomorrow morning, I'm guessing it's going to be a different situation, guys. Only because there's only one place to protest. And I don't think the cease and desist is going to go into effect fast enough. This is the area that both pro and and anti-ICE can protest in. This is it. There's no other place. Everything else, everywhere else is illegal. Can't be in the streets. I know, Paige. I mean, they were so delicious. They were all handmade, and to see them just all over the ground and stepped on was just ridiculous. I mean, what did the tamales do? They did nothing. They were just sitting in the pan. They might have been mad because we didn't offer them any. I don't know. I am not dressing. Tom, I'm not even going to answer that because I feel that's just ridiculous. Bye. When somebody can say I'm dressing up like Preston protesting, I have nothing in my hands but my cell phone. I am wearing a press shirt and a press hat. I say nothing. I yell nothing, except for when it's directed at me personally, against a person that is doing something against me. Oh, good Lord. All right. Well, at least I see a post office. I wonder if people are sending letters. There's a mail truck going down there. Well, they're done with their 2-minute soundbite. They're packing up their equipment. Again, this is the daily rinse and repeat. That's all they do. Get their sound bites, pack up, and then sit in their cars for hours at a time. CBS, NBC, ABC. Although I think it's just CBS out here today. I don't see all the rest of them. Again, they feel like they have special privilege out here. I mean, it's great that they're covering it, but it would be nice if they covered the whole story. Like the bee and the axolotl and the duck screaming at the ICE agents down here. But apparently that's not enough of a conflict for them. I think I'm going to walk up and get a bottle of water. Doesn't look like anything disastrous is going to happen here right now. They're partying and dancing and having fun. Okay, I'm going to stay out of here because she's actually coming this direction again. I want to have nothing to do with her. Again, this is the woman for the alt-right news. The gentleman from New York has actually been talking to her for a good half an hour or so. Again, she's a good-looking woman, so she sort of makes everyone at ease. I was just trying to help her until she called me Antifa. That's when we parted. I'm sorry.
She had to ask me, the first words to me were, how does the word apprenticeship work? And I was like, oh my God, I'm in for a treat. And I just sat there about for 5 minutes.
She's got a sign now. What sign? What's the sign?
It just says I love ice. But for about 5 minutes, I sat there and I just repeated, yes or no. Do you believe in racial profiling? Which apparently her parents are Mexican immigrants.
Well, you know.
That was her final words to me. Her parents are immigrants.
Well, there's kind of hard to fact check that.
No,
also.
I know. Well, I gave her, because she wouldn't give me, I wanted her info so that I just want to see what she clips of me. It'd be the first clip of me on the internet.
Right. Yeah. Look at just where
that.
you wanted to go. All right. Well, no, it's going to be you and me together because I caught her this morning.
What did she say to you? Because she was like, no, I never
she
said
said
the word
Antifa.
Antifa.
She
and I was like, well, I don't
Antifa.
believe you, but because at first she was like, oh no, I'm talking about the iron workers, and I was like,
there's no iron worker out here.
Ice over there. I ran into her over there.
Right.
But that was her, right?
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
And we're just sitting there, and I'm like, freaking, do you believe in racial profiling? And she couldn't say
no. Yeah. And again, she's live streaming, so she's catching all.
She's not live streaming. She's just like me.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be posted, but I gave her.
But see, she's catching the whole crowd.
Yeah,
so
she didn't want me to have it now because she thought I would like give it to you guys and harass her or whatever.
She sent people in. For some reason, I got trolls right after she started on me. So I had to turn my chat off because it was like, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, I'm protesting out here. Do I look? Truthfully, look at me. Do I look like a protester? No, I have no protesting whatsoever.
Well, I'm just like, girl. Because at one point I paused, because like my whole thing when I'm arguing with people, I need to pause you at some point to tell you how fucking stupid you are. So at one point, like, it's definitely going to be a clip. I paused her and I said, I'm sorry, I just need to pause you and insult you for a second because
I need my insult break.
What you're saying is just so utterly stupid.
Yeah. Well, and see, she's just antagonizing the crowd. So.
Talking to them?
Yeah, well, especially the African American gentleman that was after
I tried to keep her over there as long as I could.
Yeah. She's after him now, so that'll be great. Maybe we won't be on because it'll be all him.
Well, no, I don't think she won't be able to get. She might be able to get a 10-second clip.
Yeah.
From something.
Yeah. Oh well, that's all she needs, though, because that's how she, they twist it around.
But that's where I got the whole thing.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, me too. I was live at the time. Yeah. It's
But so I gave her my number. She said, I was like, in a week when you're not in town anymore, send me your fucking social media so I can come see what you clipped of me.
Yeah. No, it's quite hilarious. And like I said, all I was trying to do was be nice to her because I knew it was her first. She walked up to the state trooper and asked them if she could put her backpack behind the fence. And then she asked the media guys and then was whining because neither
really
one of them said no.
Like me, but just on the right.
Oh my God. It was like, girl, welcome to Broadview.
No, there was I was trying to explain to her about the Constitution. I was like, there's a can you explain to me why they used person and why they used citizen and used like do you think just for shits and giggles that they're like, oh, we use the word person too much here, so we gotta shingle it up a little bit and use citizen now.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what she thinks it was. And I was trying to explain to her that no, you can't prove someone's a citizen without violating their Fourth Amendment right.
Right.
For the most part, I can't think of any case where you can.
Yeah. Oh no, she's being all cutesy with him.
Yeah, they do it, but they probably say.
Yeah, brown, yellow, black, it doesn't matter as long as you're not white. Unfortunately, I've seen all families of all different colors out here going, my family members inside here. I had a family, Korean, I'm not sure if it had to have been South Korean, out here yesterday. The poor wife was too afraid to even come out of the car. So a friend came out and her husband had been detained yesterday morning. They couldn't get any information because they have to wait for them to get processed before they can find out where they are. So
we had there was that one girl over there earlier that walked up and they were giving her information about whistles and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, it seems like the town.
Oh yeah, well that's what they're showing too, right? The neighborhoods that are taking up against ICE, but then they're blaming out here for that. That these are the riots. They're happening out here, and it's like, I've been here for 4 weeks. I've seen pushing and shoving. according to the neighbors, that was started by the police, not the protester.
You can see it on the video.
I know. I'm trying to be unbiased. I'm trying to be.
Their own propaganda. You can see it.
I was pushed by Bovino into trees 2 weeks ago. So yes, I know.
I'm just so glad I got all of that. on camera.
Opinions are fine. When you state an opinion as fact, that's a whole different situation.
Exactly.
So yes, everybody's got their First Amendment right, but this is my channel and this is my chat. I will not have misinformation in my chat.
Facts. The fucking platforms won't do it. Excuse my French.
No.
That's...
Don't piss off Nana. You know, Nana holds her stream together here.
This is the biggest problem. It's something I read the other day. It was just a quote about AI, as per usual. We're reaching the point where we're back in the 1990s news because there's so much fake shit.
Yeah.
You won't be able to distinguish anything.
What's true and again, that's another reason why I'm out here. You know, every single day.
I've said it enough times, but every minute I've been here, I've just been baffled because I'm like, what do you mean? This is what I've been seeing on the internet.
A dog. An axolotl is right now almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah. So I was here all last night and this morning so far.
Nothing.
We'll see. I'm excited.
I'm gonna go get some water. Are you going downtown? Or are you staying here Saturday?
When I tell you, I just drove here. I have to leave on Saturday, so I'm wondering, do you think the streets? Should I park my car somewhere like far away so I can get out by like 8? I have to leave by like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. because I have to
No, it'll be clear by then. Again, there's a restriction. Only till 6.
Oh shit, yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that. If you can find parking.
Yeah, I was surprised I could get it right here. I'm actually I have somewhere to sleep for
well,
the next 2 nights.
that's because, you know why? A lot of the media isn't here. It's too quiet. There's no conflict.
Well, I saw the people here earlier, and I'm actually really, I had the thought to do it after they left, because you said that was mainstream media. I would love to go up to mainstream media and just go, hey, can you please document this?
No, they won't.
Please document the nothing.
Please
the nothing. Report the nothing.
The nothing is important, right? Yeah.
Because, I was under the impression that there was constant, at least a line of people along the...
fighting with...
Like that one video of Cat...
Cat
something in front of the truck. I thought that was every time they pulled a car out.
That was actually...
all day, 24/7.
That was actually 3 or 4... I think it was 4 weeks ago when we were allowed to go in front of that building. There was nothing here. So the protesters... we could actually go up to that fence. We were up to that fence all the time. And that's where the priest got shot with the pepper spray. Because you were allowed to go up there. And then all of a sudden... you know, the walls started coming up.
Executive order.
I don't know. You do you? Huh? We have more people showing up today. I am confused why. I didn't hear if there was any kind of press conference, although the news media is gone. So
I know they eat it out of here.
Yeah, if there was a press conference, they would definitely be Chicago dibbing their parking spaces, and all the cones are gone. So we have one tripod here. That's it. We have one loading tripod. No, I don't think so. It's just a tripod. I mean, he wants to hold his space.
I know, that's the other thing.
Oh, wait. Where are they going? Is that family? Oh, gosh. How are they going up there? Well, they're letting her go. I don't I'm not sure.
But the other thing the first thing I said to her was, she was trying to say, yeah, I've been hearing how dangerous it is just to leave your stuff around. And I was like, hold. Pause. Yeah. I have about $1,000 worth of shit in my bag that I bought yesterday. And I walked up to these people and I didn't know. 8 people in a fucking tent. I thought they were either construction or homeless people. I walk up, I put my bag down, I go on an hour and a half long walk with them around the fucking city. I come back, my bag's still sitting in the same exact spot, untouched.
There has been nothing out there.
You're also a leftist. I was like, they didn't know who I was. No one knew.
Why does that always have to be the excuse, right? You know, it's like, oh yeah, no. I had a wonderful conversation with, that was about 2 weeks ago, with someone that was pro-ICE. The reason why he was out here was because he was worried about he said 300,000 children that are missing. It's like, what are they doing with the children is another question. He was correct on that. And that was why he was out here. But he was for the, ICE agents. So,
Well, yeah, the only.
but you can
fucking thing-
have an intelligent conversation.
Yeah. Well, her, you couldn't. The only thing she could say was,
Oh, I know.
but the criminals, isn't it good that they're getting some
The
criminals
Riot.
out?
The Riot.
And I was like,
Yeah. Next time
but
she
they're.
talks to you, ask her about the Epstein files.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm
I
just
bet you
looking
it'll be
at her.
really quiet.
Oh, yeah. Well, she really doesn't have.
Wait, you know what? Somebody should make a sign, release the Epstein files, and just stand behind her.
I'm just wondering what kind of following she has.
Oh, see, no, she's going to get everybody. She's going to get everybody.
Just a sign set. Yes, and
Guys, I am so sorry. I know I'm not watching chat, and I'm really putting pressure on my mods. But welcome in. This is the ICE Detention Center out in Broadview, where we did have a little altercation with an alt-right news, allegedly. I don't even know if she has a news channel or if she's just
I think she might just be
trying to be thirsty and trying to be an influencer, and not quite sure.
She's definitely got some work to do if she wants to be one of the propagandists.
Thank you to my mods. I am really, I don't even know. I think I owe you guys all a week's vacation in a spa someplace after the last couple of weeks that we've gone through here. I'm sure it's not going to get any easier, and I have heard that they've now extended this until December. So
December?
Yeah.
Wait, the stand order?
no, the ICE Midway, whatever it's called.
Oh, this was just a temporary facility?
No,
Oh.
the whole operation was only supposed to be a short period of time, like a month or two. Now it's extended through December.
Oh, I would have guessed that.
Well, they bought this building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, my whole thing is I always assume the worst because then I can't be
disappointed or
You
shocked.
can't get past the skin, as I was telling Monica last night.
Yeah.
You can't get past the skin crawling. You
Yeah.
can laugh it off as much as you want.
Yes, but
the
it's still
coping
there.
mechanism, but
Yeah.
it still makes your fucking skin crawl a little bit.
Yep.
Hearing about a stand order
Yeah.
in a free speech zone,
Right.
I was like,
Yeah. Now, again, I told you there's a cease and desist on all the First Amendment stuff. Oh, wow, look at that car. Woo!
But so does that mean like the barriers? And
Yeah,
like
it's any
keeping you over
the
there?
first, yeah,
When
stopping
did the
the
cease and desist come in?
well, cease and desist of the orders for blocking any kind of protest in the street, on the sidewalk, hours 9 to 6, totally
They don't
forbidding
even
any
have-
protest.
What is their legal loophole? Do they
It's the
have
mayor.
one?
I guess the mayor did a whatever you want to call it, declaration or whatever she's calling it at the time. I need something. My mouth is so dry after yelling at her. What do we have? I'm sorry, I'm making you
You're
hold this
good.
up.
You're good.
What is this? Monster. Oh no. God, I'd be bouncing off the walls. Okay, no, just water. Let's stick with water. That is water. Yes. Thank you for holding it open.
No problem.
No, I just got a water, guys. I am actually going to set you down for a sec. Again, I don't have a gimbal or a selfie stick. So you're going to look at the top of a rubber container holding safety glasses and respirators. There we go. Again, this is the tent that holds all the supplies, medical, water, American flags, extra chairs. Everything's out here. Dirty mask and goggles, garbage bags. It's all very well organized. Morning. Or almost afternoon. apparently. Porta potties. You think that's for us? Probably not. I'm guessing he's probably going to make a delivery to the other side. I've seen 2 deliveries so far. They have 6 porta potties. This one's a lot more. We could definitely use one out here. That's why Nana doesn't like to drink. Good afternoon, Martha. Martha. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. Again, tomorrow morning I will start early because I just don't know how this is going to work, having everyone in that same area. The crowds on Fridays and Saturdays are usually the largest out here that we have, so I'm going to find a spot on the wall and enjoy my water. This gentleman comes out every day and just walks back and forth. Again, average age out here is over 50. All righty. Oh, of course, she's just sitting down there. I want to stay on this side because this is where the shade is. That's left is only in the small area. Oh, Scooter, welcome in, honey. I just saw your name. Thank you so much for coming. Well, we have antagonists from both sides. Again, she's afraid to give her channel, which means she probably doesn't have one. But she said she's an alt-right news network. And apparently I'm Antifa, so... Yeah, it's crazy how people can be friendly when there's one reason to troll. And guys, I'm working on it. Check out how many subs I have. You can do a comparison. Mossad blank. How to troll without trolling. I'm just a thirsty Nana, apparently. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm nasty. You know, I haven't received my paycheck either, and you know, that bonus would really be great about now. I've got 4 weeks in of at least 4 days a week, sometimes 5 or 6. So for 6 to 8 hours a day. Mossad, yes. Anti-pineapple, yes. I don't like the fruit stand. It's fine. It is what it is. Again, irrelevant. They are irrelevant, fellas. Ah, that's who took it. I was wondering, rib guy. Allie collects all the checks. Oh gosh. Again, the average age is over 50 here.
Maybe tomorrow.
I'll be back.
Morning.
Morning.
Or afternoon. I'm not even sure anymore. I know today is Thursday. That's as far as I can get. It's like 11:15. So either way is good enough. It's close. I like your jacket. She's a transformer. Oh, Rip Guy, thank you for coming in at all. I really appreciate my friends being in chat. Being that, sometimes that's not what's in chat. Hi, Spock. Hates. Saito, welcome in. Yeah, I know, Masad. You see her jacket? It was really cool. I'm sorry. I had 2 boys, and now I have 6 I will have 6 grandsons. So Nana has to be up on all the cool stuff. Yeah, well, that DJ, that is actually my point. This is the riotous crowd. Again, it's so riotous that every single news channel left. There's no one here anymore. And you know what the mainstream media likes to cover is conflict. So that should tell you how exciting it is out here. Yes, unfortunately, I can only have English comments. I apologize, but there's no way to translate. And I don't want to take a chance, so I apologize, but every comment in chat needs to be in English or it will be removed. Yeah, this is it for a little while, and then there won't be any shade, so, which is fine. After yesterday, a little warmth feels good. It was nasty out here, and now, like I said, this is going to go on through December, so it's going to be a little cold out here. Nana's going to be out in the snow. Oh, you're going to be here tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow morning. Again, this is the only area for and against what's going on out here. This is it. You're looking at it. The only place right now that there is protest allowed out here. Again, there was a cease and desist order filed against said actions by the mayor of Broadview, curtailing the First Amendment rights of everyone, again, pro and against, the media. Everyone has to leave the area at 6 p.m., no matter who you are. Yeah, opinions, what's the saying? Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. So, yes, if you take that into consideration, I'm not trying to change anyone's mind at all. It's impossible, right? I'm just showing you that it is not a war zone out here. It's not violent. We have a duck. I think the oxalotl and the bee had to go get new batteries for their fans. But, it's just a group of over 50-year-olds and some kind of antagonist that wants to make a name for herself. Yeah, some actually go in a toilet and not in a bucket. But I didn't say that. Again, this building over here, where the two gentlemen are walking in, is a cabinet refinishing place. They are actually still in business. I would imagine they're getting a pretty nice check from the government for impeding on their business since all of this circus started. Again, this gentleman just keeps walking back and forth. That's his protest. That's his right to do. There's no one impeding anyone. There's no one blocking anyone. There's no one throwing things. T-Rex is on her way. She had a job interview. Oh. You know, life goes on, guys. Silly as it may seem. Well, she is definitely getting her sound bites up there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that have never protested before, and they don't realize when they're being taken advantage of. Right now, as it stands in Illinois, ICE really has no laws. There's no laws for them. They can do what they want. They have no warrants. They don't have to identify. There's nothing. They're racial profiling people on the street. Even out here, they used to. They haven't lately. I will say that again. They haven't lately. But they used to have a sniper up on that roof that would just shoot at anybody that was standing out there with pepper balls. Yeah, I understand Kenny's got a new channel. I don't have it, but I did sub. Unfortunately, with all this garbage going on, I haven't been able to be in anybody's chat. I apologize. Sometimes I'll come in and say hi, but you know, with being out here for so long and then having to go through all the lives to try to find any kind of information. Again, I've gotten some good interviews with the Broadview police chief, only because, again, I've been out here for 4 weeks. I'm an old lady with just her phone. They're willing to talk to me. Same way with the state police guy saying that, yes, the ICE agents have a TRO against using non-lethal weapons, but the state police can do whatever they want. They are not a part of that TRO. Ellie, sometimes it's good to make friends, or not friends, acquaintances, or just people that realize that I'm just standing around doing absolutely nothing wrong. We have a whole bunch of workers out here just watching what's going on, which I find funny. Well, like when they did that propaganda film, after they pushed us into the trees, I walked back down the street and I had the Bobcat, Bearcat, whatever, that stupid tank-looking thing with the ICE agent peeking out the top of it like the turret, with his pepper ball or paintball gun with pepper balls in it, pointing at me. And luckily, the policeman that was standing there said, "Get behind the car." So sometimes I get protection from the strangest places. Well, Grant, why don't you get your ass out here and get pepper balled and see how you feel about it. Bye. Again, why attack me? If you don't like what I'm saying, leave. Or mute it and just watch the picture. Not difficult. Yes, Ellie. Opinions are one thing. Facts cannot be checked in a chat. So please do not form your opinion as a fact. Sin, welcome in, Jen. I see you now. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm sorry, William. That's what happens when you show the truth. They don't like the truth. No one likes the truth. There's nothing going on. No riots. Nothing being thrown. People standing with sign and a duck. Again, the dinosaur and the axolotl and the bee will be back shortly. I think they had to go get new batteries. Who's cooking? That's not fair. Don't say cooking. All I have as an option is gas station hot dogs. I will tell you, this is this is better than going to the gym. I walk about 20,000 steps each day, and I've lost about 15 pounds. So that's my payment, I guess. I'm getting more in shape. William, yeah. Someday. Again, the only times usually I take off is Sunday and Monday because I have in real life stuff to do. And if I don't do laundry, nobody else is going to do it for me. I live alone, so. Actually, I must say their hot dogs aren't bad, and the bathroom is clean. So I will give, and the gas is cheap there. So I will give them the props for that. I see cars going into the detention center. I don't want to go up there because, Queenie's over there, and I don't feel like dealing with her right now. I'm sure she'll twist my words again, even though all I was doing was being kind, until I realized what she was doing and why she was saying the things she said. All right, right now I can't see chat. I am actually breaking the law by stepping into the street. Oh, now we have 8 cars. We gained 1. Okay. All right. Now there's 8. Some days I feel like the count, 8. 1, 2. 2 agencies, the state police and the sheriff, are out here. Again, sometimes, there's too many chiefs spoil the soup, or too many cooks spoil the soup, right? One agency will say one thing, the other agency will tell somebody something else, and that's where all the confusion comes in because there's not one game plan. Babo, welcome in. Nana jaywalked, I know. I do have the lawyer's number written on my forearm in we used to call them magic markers. Permanent marker. In case they do take me in, I can call legal representation. I know. Yes. This is the crowd, fellas. This is it. No, those 8 cars sit there all day. Well, usually there's 7. Today we have 8. So. Sounds like a healthy motorcycle coming around the corner there. Again, the gentleman just walking back and forth. I wonder what his steps turn out to be in a day. Well, she's definitely getting footage. Where it's going, I'm not sure. Again, that area is for both for and against ICE. So she has every right to be over there. I'll step back out in the sun since the crowd isn't doing much of anything. Welcome in to the Broadview Detention Center. Oh, he came to pick up his tripod. They are totally finished. We have no more press here. Zero media besides me. And whatever she thinks she is. That's it. All the press has left the scene because there actually is no conflict. There's no news story out here. The fence is down. The protesters are peaceful. What are they going to report on? Sorry, getting a cramp in my hand. Got to switch. There we go. I don't know when they're going to move into this building. They were doing all the surveying yesterday. I still think there's going to be a problem now when they do, because being that this is the only official protest area, it is entirely too close to the entrance fence here. And you saw what they did with this one over here. They put a bubble up around it. So then it's like, well, where, in fact, will the protest area be? I'm sure they're going to move us, the media and the protesters, somewhere else. Because this fence is the fence to the property. Yeah, exactly. Or watch videos. You know, they're just chilling out. You know, because there's just the only time they get out of their car is if a family shows up, or someone tries to test coming down the street, like on a bicycle or something, or walking. That's the only time they're out. Oh goodness, I'm gonna sit on the wall. Even the protesters are tired. No one's talking. Oh, she stopped filming. Okay. That's what's going on. He's taking a picture of her. I want to get her on film. I'm not sure who she is. Hopefully we can tell who she is. Again, she said she was all right media. Not sure if that's true or not. She would not give her information to the people she was actually interviewing. There we go. Again, I don't mind that she's for the ICE. That's not the problem. The problem is she walked up immediately and started calling me names and acting like I was out here protesting for what's against what's going on out here. And in fact, all I was trying to do is just talk to her. Oh, we have a helicopter. Well, there we go. There's excitement. We have a helicopter. Yay. Oh, she is, I see. She is using a GoPro. That's how she's doing it. Again, I thought she was sweet. Well, hopefully he can fit in between those cars. I don't know. That's kind of a tight squeeze. I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry if I zoomed out too fast, but he's got a paper in his hand. Oh, I see. They have to show a paper to be allowed to pass into the ICE detention area. So he's got a paper that he just showed the state police. Yeah, I did make a Pillsbury Doughboy this morning. You know, I can multitask sometimes. I just thought it was hilarious that everybody's getting ROs, so I had to put it up there. You know, sometimes it's crazy you say that. Sometimes even driving down the street, you know, if there's you have to be watching everything out here all the time, right? The other day or I think it was Sunday when I went to the grocery store, you know, I'm looking at all the black SUVs or, you know, only because you see all this going, or the white vans or a U-Haul truck, or, you know, I do live in an area that actually was, I don't say raided, but did have a ICE mission, and it was pretty close to where the WGN producer was arrested. So yeah, you know, sometimes you have things stuck in your head for a while. Again, it's been nice now because there hasn't been any attacks, you know, no pepper spray or gas or the rubber bullets. So at least that part has been a little easier. Yeah, rib guy, I'm just not sure what to call it really, because again, they arrested a WGN producer. So now, from what I understand, and I want anybody, no matter what city you're in, if you do in fact film any of the ICE procedures that you see, please be extremely careful, because now they are arresting anyone filming. Angela Rose, thank you for maybe identifying her, because I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to have my face plastered all over. I tell everybody not to take the bait, and then I was not prepared for it this morning and walked right into it. So, oh, here comes my police officer friend. Yeah, they actually, there is film, because a lady was in her car and filmed a gentleman, an older gentleman, riding his bicycle. They were stopped at a stop sign, and or a traffic light, and he was filming the ICE agents and the car. They jumped out of the car. They pushed him over, grabbed his bike, threw his bike, and actually physically arrested him, put him in handcuffs, put him in the back of the car. He was yelling out his wife's name and her phone number to let her know what had happened. But all he was doing was filming the car, not blocking the car. They weren't even on a mission. They were just driving down the street, and he decided just to film them, and that's what happened to him. Ellie, honey, you don't need to pick a side. Again, I am trying to be as unbiased as I possibly can. If you can't handle unbiased, non-picking sides, then you don't belong in my chat. Sorry. Left, right, it doesn't matter which. I am trying to just show what exactly is going on. My mods don't have anything to do with them. They are volunteers and they're only here to help me. What I've told them to block or to remove is my decision, not theirs. So kindly see your way out the door. I will not have anybody attacking my mods. No one. There's no reason for it. Again, I am only out here streaming. If you can't handle the truth with the streaming, then you don't belong in here. You're in the wrong chat. You can go to this lady's chat across the way. A 100% rib guy. That's my point. My opinion is my opinion. I'm not giving you my opinion on the stream. I am not mainstream media. I don't cut my stream. I show exactly what's happening hour by hour by hour. There's no editing. There's a big van that just came out of the detention center. Again, these guys aren't actually protesting what's going on. They're protesting each other, which they have every right to do. But that's why I'm on this side. Now we have a Broadview policeman. Why? I'm not sure, but he's added to the group. Hopefully an ambulance doesn't have to go because that's going to be a funny situation. Again, there's some 15 minutes of fame going on the other side. I don't need to be a part of either one of them. It's like Beauty and the Beast. Oh, welcome in, Dead Ant, to the circus that is the Broadview Detention Center in a small community outside. Uh-oh, here comes the large white bus. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna see. This might be one of those comical, we're gonna try to park the bus in the back things. It's a 40-point turn. Let's see how this happens. The bus just showed up. Again, I'm not sure if there's actually anyone in it. Oh, oh, maybe he knows that the bus is coming. But we do have an agent out here playing with the fence gate. Uh-oh, does he not know the code? The gate's not opening. Uh-oh. Wait, I'll show you. He forgot to say open sesame. His face is totally covered. Totally. But he can't get in the door. He tried putting the uh-oh, he's got to look at the paper. Got to look at the paper to see what the code is, or he's calling somebody. Let me in, let me in. again, I will show you. Here comes the extra large white bus. It was not here this morning, so it's coming in from someplace, not sure where. Right now I can't see chat. Oh, he did get the door open. Okay. The bus is trying to pull in. You're a dead end. Are you driving the bus? Or are you the, the tour guide that stands over on the side and shows what they're passing, And now we're passing the Sears Tower, and now you see the river. Oh dear, somebody forgot to say they needed to get the other car out of the way. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. Here comes the magic school bus. It will be a 40-point turn. Oh, now this other guy's backing up. I wish I could give you guys a better view, but I don't want to go on the other side because I don't need to be a part of the circus. So now he's gonna, oh dear, he's gonna park his car that way. They're actually opening the bus door. I'm giving you a play-by-play because I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not.
Who are you going to go kidnap? Leave our community alone! ICE is not wanted here!
For some reason, this van is actually headed toward the bus, which makes no sense because the bus is blocking the street completely. Not sure. Of course, it's a hurry up. Oh, no, we're going to back up. Okay. Here we go. I wonder if that poor guy with the orange vest is back there trying to get him to back up. Okay. Now it's this guy to come in first. Oh, this guy's actually doing better. Kudos. They learned how to back the bus up. Wow. It was not a 40-point turn this time. Okay. Apparently the bus must be empty because they never really park it way back here with people on it. So that bus might be just coming back to park in the area over here. You can see the other bus back there. Same area. Yeah, he got the gate open. I don't know if somebody let him in or if he figured out what the code was, but yeah, he got in. Well, I applaud what just happened yesterday. It was at least a 40-point turn. Today they got their act together, so yay. Again, not trying to be against ICE, just about the absurdity of what the heck they're doing back here. Because it makes no sense. And here is the raucous crowd of protesters we have. Well, the age might have come down to 40 as opposed to over 50 now. Still liking this woman's Transformer jacket. She is totally cool and she's ready. She's got her helmet on. I don't know why she's got her helmet on. Because there's absolutely nothing going on, but she's ready for bear, I guess. Okay, there, I'm sorry. I zoomed in and forgot to zoom out all the way. I apologize for making you seasick. I've seen 2 agents get off that bus, but so far nothing else. Usually they do not parade them across the street like that, so I don't think there's anybody on there that would be a detainee.
Who did you just kidnap? Did you beat him up before you shoved him in? You fucking coward, show your face!
Every single time there is an arrest that does not follow due process, that is legally classified as an abduction. And the only reason nothing's being happened about that right now is because Trump has not done anything. That's not going to be forever.
Again, nobody's come off the bus, so I'm guessing it was just a parking job. The ruckus crowd. She's getting bored now. I don't even think she's streaming anymore. Gentleman is still marching back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna sit on the wall. Oh God, I'm dangling my leg over. They might come and talk to me about that. You're not allowed to dangle your leg over. That might be breaking the rules. I'm such a rebel. Again, they're having fun with her. Of course, she's cute, so makes it a lot easier. I'm sure some of the other antagonists that have come out has not got the same treatment. I don't know who this is or where he came from because I wasn't faced this direction. Okay. Again, I think this business is probably getting some kind of stipend or bonus from the government. This is only a cabinet refinishing place, and their whole thing has been turned upside down. Just streaming. I'm showing how the paint dries. There's nothing going on.
Nothing yet, huh?
Well, there's an SUV backing out. They had pulled in before, so I'm guessing they were probably dropping someone off. Again, they use the small vans, but they don't usually use the big buses for any of the hit and runs in the neighborhoods. I guess I'd call them a hit and run because that's what they do. They'll go to a neighborhood, grab some people, and then come back here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sometimes it gets loud out here. What I don't like is the bullhorns with the siren on them. That is just so annoying. I'm going to go throw my water bottle away because one of the rules out here is you don't leave trash. Which has been followed by all the protesters out here, for or against. I have heard this morning that, oh, look at it. The same comment as always. That's the only comment that can be made is, why don't you guys get a job? Now they're talking about these two gentlemen up here that have extremely white hair. Why do they need to work? I have to tease them. Why don't you guys get a job?
I tell you what, I don't really need one anymore. I'm independently wealthy.
There you go. I am so tired of hearing that, over and over and over. Get a job. What are you doing there? It's like, I don't want to be a Walmart greener, guys. Yes. Actually, I've been live streaming out here for 4 weeks now, every single day, showing the ruckus crowd and all the riots that go on out here.
Well, that is really taken away from the message. And the other thing that it's done is it's enabled Noam and Holman to double down on it.
Exactly. So that's the reason why I'm out here showing it.
This building.
Oh, they did. They did already. Oh, they were out here surveying yesterday.
Were out surveying, but but if they get this building, it becomes tax exempt, and the local taxing body lose $36,000 a year.
Not to mention where they're going to put the protesters and the media, because this is their fence.
Yeah, I know.
That's way too close. The
driveway extends past the grass there.
Oh, sure, and there's a public sidewalk on the other side.
Right.
Really? Yes.
So the public right away. So it was great that Mayor Thompson won the court battle and got the fence turned down.
Yeah.
That was good.
The only thing I miss is the fact that that building is all boarded up.
Oh, I know, and that's against all kinds of codes too.
Right, because if there's a fire in there, there's no way of escaping that. Well, that is more of a concern than that fence was.
It's against the code in terms of natural light and ventilation.
Right, that too. Yeah.
And then the fact that it is being used to house people is against the zoning code because this is only an industrial area.
Right. So, and there's actually, according to Senator Durbin, there's only 2 cells in there, quote unquote, and it's, office.
No beds?
No.
There's a bathroom, but no shower?
One bathroom.
Yeah.
One bathroom.
Yeah, a bathroom.
Yeah. I don't know.
At times,
we don't know yet.
At times, there's been reports of up to 60 people.
Oh, I heard 200 once. That was a big thing.
That would have been like one of the trains that going to Auschwitz.
Yeah. No,
I'd say 60.
Well, they bring them in and then they, put them on the bus and take them out. But when it first started, it was a little bit more. Now it's trickling down.
When it first started with the operation, Midway Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
But this facility has been here for decades.
Exactly.
And there are people who have come out on Fridays, 4 decades to pray. They do the rosary at 7 to 9 on Friday mornings. And,
Yep.
They're hoping for divine intervention.
Well, they tried to even give... They tried to give communion last Saturday. The Catholic Church marched. Yeah. I was here.
So,
goosebumps everywhere as everybody marched down the street, and of course
they shuffled. It was a very old cat.
Well, it's okay. I mean, it was good.
It took over an hour to get from 9th
I know.
Avenue
It's like,
about 24th
what took you so long? Everybody was waiting. It's like, okay, they said they're coming.
One of the sidebar issues with that was Broadview police were out. Cook County Sheriff was out. State police were out, making sure there was safe passage.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in Maywood police were writing tickets on protesters' cars.
Oh,
for not parking in. Oh, yeah. But then on Monday, they had a press conference with Chris Welch, the head of the state house, and Mayor Thompson in front. And there was the mayor of Maywood right directly behind him. That son of a bitch. And the group that put the thing together, the Coalition for Spiritual and Public Leadership, they went and spoke to
Good. Yeah.
No, before.
Oh, before.
They asked Booker for his support.
Yeah.
To put, nope. So.
Yeah, it's
It's a weird little
Yeah.
thing that goes on here.
yeah. Well,
Big
even with all the
stories
different,
in Connecticut City.
even with the different police departments, you know, one says one thing, another says another. You know, it's like a power grab on all of them. You know, and you don't know who to believe anymore, because you get different stories from different agencies. All right, I'm gonna go throw this in the trash. Well, that was a nice conversation. See. All right, let's walk up here and find a trash can. Welcome in, everybody, to the Broadway Detention Center. Broadview. Why I keep calling it Broadway? Because there's an act going on, right? This is the Iron Workers 63. Talked to some of them yesterday and the day before. They're actually going to start coming out helping. They must have some kind of a meeting or something going on today, because usually the parking lot isn't full. We shall see. Again, this street is actually the off-ramp to an expressway. So there's just so much traffic that comes up and down here. And we got a helicopter. Okay. Black and white. I'm guessing it's really nothing. It's definitely not the Black Hawk. Haven't seen that today. All right, guys, I might take a break now and actually walk down, since I drank water. I walk down to the restroom. I will come back on in probably 30 minutes, because I have to walk probably 35, 40 minutes. Thanks to everyone coming in to the constant stream of the ICE Detention Center in Broadview. Thank you much, so much. Yeah, this is where all the supplies are kept. Again, we give water to everyone, police. They've given it to absolutely everyone out here. Doesn't matter who you are. There's megaphones, there's gas masks, there's first aid equipment, batteries, you name it, it's out here. Even R2-D2. Guys, I will be back out in less than an hour. I'm gonna go get me a gas station hot dog and use the restroom. Thanks everybody for coming in. Again, thank you, mods. I really appreciate it. Guys, everybody have a good day. If you don't come back in,